Antes de comenzar el video, me gustaría recomendarles la página de APOYA.com, donde podrán encontrar gemas al mejor precio. Pero no solamente eso, sino con mi cupón podrán obtener un 3% de descuento. Así que el link se los dejo en la descripción para poder comprar de forma fácil y segura.
In game number one, as Elevate have drafted themselves, I think, a very strong 5. So game number one, let's kick it off here. And I'm interested, though. Now it is going to be the Achilles up against the... And as a result, a small, but, you know, albeit 600, maybe climbing a little bit higher gold lead here for Elevate. Could be a little bit bigger. A fight brewing over the Oracles here. Mollusk locked down. Hebo taking out Spreen. Finds first blood. And that's a disaster scenario if you're Bloogy and the Woogys. The last person I want finding first blood is that Kamazats.
It's going to be so hard for Mollusk to close that gap. As well as the fact, had they not stolen the blue and back camp, Mollusk gets out with his ult.
Well, bad to worse maybe for Bloogy and the Woogys as Blugan locked down by Bayroneri. So potent is that Persephone. So now a kill onto the Persephone and a kill onto the in our previous set, and a lot of the impact, of course, in team fights. Hold that thought here as he's finding himself ganked out. Gamma's gonna find the stun. Mollusk finds first kill in this game for Bloogy and the Woogys. Well-timed to gank, gets Hebo on the board. Through Half Ghost has to use the beads, and no airstrike to disengage this time, but not needed anyway, as Blugan is here to play support. Shia finds the epic uppercut as Nef4 moves back in, drops down the banner screen. He's rejoined in on this fight. Whirlwind of Rage and Steel is going to toss back one just outside of tower range, so he avoids the shot this time.
Nice jump.
The jump as well, back into the purple buff pit. And they get out of this one with Nef4 finding his and not having as much magical to kind of counter that out.
Hebo has so much damage that you're not really insanely worried about it. You are worried if he falls here. He's so low.
Ooh.
Nice kill.
Yeah, you're not able to survive that one, Heat. Your Aegis is down just for about 15 or so more seconds. So well-timed gank there from Mollusk as Crimson finds another kill. What a swing here from Bloogy and the Woogys. At the snap of a finger, 3 men down from Elevate. Maybe get one back. Spreen uses his ultimate, finds the final shot to pull one back here for Elevate. But I still think, nonetheless, that is a massive turn in this game for Bloogy and the Woogys. They're going to get a tier 1 tower and 3 kills. He has himself a 1-level lead over Blugan. But the XP is the real difference maker here in this early game. And if Bloogy and the Woogys can capitalize, maybe a good fight here. And extend that just a little bit further. Bayroneri locked down that goes underneath the tier 2 tower. No escape from Gamma this time. Ultimate just to try to re-engage onto Spreen. They don't have Bayroneri to provide any peel for them this time, and that's another sneaky kill between the tier 1 and...
Although is huge, isn't that big. He'd only 1 level down on the Achilles and the Hell. He's going to be able to bring more from the fight. Bloogy and the Woogys need a quick engagement. A rough Crimson falling.
Beautiful beads there from Bayroneri to counter out the ultimate from Crimson. He thought he had it. Unfortunate timing. You look at Crimson's Aegis, 5 seconds away from being up. Might have been enough to turn around that fight, but well played from Bayroneri. And that's a big shift here. Kind of maybe the injection that Elevate needed. Everything had been going against them for the last few minutes. Spreen falls here. That'll all fall by the wayside. Spreen not able to stay alive. Blugan trades out. This is a 1-for-1 fight if you consider it all. Whirlwind of Rage and Steel, not going to connect for much. The re-engages in from Elevate, who've now found themselves back beneath their tier 1 tower. So yeah, Crimson goes down, but for the first time for Bloogy and the Woogys, they're just going to zone out a little bit. Gold Fury has re-healed itself up to the top amount. Maybe smart from Elevate to think about starting it there, unless you found yourself rather in a fight that you're not happy about. Gia tossed backwards, epic uppercut connects onto one, down comes crashing, but Gamma moves right back through, gets the kill onto Shia here. Bayroneri returns one, some good training onto Mollusk, keeps him out of this fight just a little bit longer. Spreen turns it around, a triple kill from Bayroneri and a double from Spreen. That's the deicide 16 minutes into this game. What a fight from Elevate to turn this one on its head.
Look at the Woogys overextended a bit there. They knew that they had won the last engage, but Elevate so far away and using that speed buff from the Hell should be able to disengage very easily.
Bayroneri, whose ultimate is back up here. Elevate, they have such a big lead. You know, Bloogy and the Woogys, they came into this jungle looking for a fight, and I'm not sure that's exactly what they want. Especially if the last one ends, or this one ends in a deicide similarly to the last one. Gamma has to use the ultimate to drop down onto Spreen, who has taken almost no damage. Shia does get connected on. Whirlwind of Rage and Steel tosses back a couple, but Half Ghost has to use the airstrike Disengage himself. Spreen with the fadeaway shot finds it. Heat adds one as well. 2 down now as Elevate. They did get Shia into that passive, but we're not able to finish off the kill, so it's a 2 for none here as Mollusk looks to turn it around, but Nestor shuts him right back down. Epic uppercut from Shia, who's still alive. He's going to catch out onto Gamma. It's no deicide this time, but it's still 4 members down, and Elevate, they win another big 5K gold lead and could get longer, or wider rather, if the Fire Giant is able to get cleaned up here. Down to half health. Blugan in range. Does not have the Whirlwind of Rage and Steel immediately ready. He's going to blink in and look to just disrupt this attempt a little bit. Elevate, they're able to finish this one off. Might even get a little bit more for their troubles onto Blugan, who's now about 10% HP. Nestor dashes through, finds the kill. That's his 3rd of the game. And yeah, you have a Persephone who's strong, you have a Gamazatsu who's strong, now you have a Hachiman who's got himself 3 kills, and maybe even extending that as Gamma underneath this tier 2 tower, looking juicy, but Spreen is going to be the one to finish off the kill. Up into the air goes Gamma, down he crashes into the waiting arms of Hachiman. One more time.
Try and stop this aggression from Kibo and Heimdall on mid. I don't imagine they really move in towards this Phoenix. 2 versus 1 on that Camazot, so he might be in a sticky situation, but level 20, Fire Giant, actives available. He should be relatively safe here.
You got a Phoenix helping you out if you look to take this fight, and Crimson, he's the one who aggroes the Phoenix first and gets taken down to about 3% HP. Mollusk has the aggro on himself now. Middle lane Phoenix getting taken down. Spreen finds the kill though as Bayronari has returned into this fight. Crimson's just going to try to knock them back, but Bayronari says no way to that one. Crimson, he falls here from Elevate beneath this mid lane tier 2 tower. Whether Bloogy The Woogys elect to defend is another question. There is flanking going on. Shia finds the epic uppercut as Nestor in the backline getting dove on by Blugan here. Crimson taken very low. Spreen capitalizes. They're disengaging back beneath this mid lane Phoenix. Gamma has Nestor stunned down, but he dashes himself right back in. Whirlwind of Rage and Steel tosses Heed back to the waiting arms of Gamma. But Mollusk is low. Has to use both of his actives here. Not able to find a kill for it. One last shot. He finds it. 2 members down from Bloogy and the Woogys. Mid lane Phoenix. This is the next target.
And it's going to fall just about instantly. No one there to defend it. Mollusk had a very good blink in there, but he hesitated a little bit on his ultimate, couldn't find the 4 targets that he had lined up, instead got CC'd out. The Minotaur seems to be the target here, falling relatively fast.
Dangerous, Mifflin. 3 members down, Titan being chunked away, a double kill for Nestor. I think that just seals this one up. Elevate, they go down early, but they shrug that one off and they win big in 23 minutes.
However, I'm not a huge fan of that pick. I would much prefer to see someone with a more standard hunter, maybe even something besides a hunter, since they already have this Freya available.
Well, it's a mountain to climb, quite literally, for Bloogy and the Woogys over Elevate to try to get themselves back into this set. It's going to be Nest 4, back on.
See him max out the 2nd or 3rd ability before he maxes the 1, assuming he only uses it for that cleanse.
And I will say, I do like Bloogy and the Woogys picking up Bacchus, if for no other reason than I like Bacchus, but a great start. A level 2 gank in from Spreen, up down onto Blugan, and that is first blood, 1 minute and 15 seconds into this.
On that side, but instead, it's going to fizzle out, everyone's going to return back to lanes and continue farming.
When you bring up Beads, Mifflin, I mean, Beads and Flash are 9 of the 10 actions that are picked up here. He might be wishing that he had 1 of the 2, and Gamma locks him down, and that is the first kill of this game for Bloogy and the Woogys. He does have Flash, but was not able to use. Nothing to be found there. What a play from Nestor, though. Those small mechanical moments, saving his life. They have to use Beads. It keeps him alive to maybe rejoin this fight here in a moment.
And that was really good use of the 1 from Chiron to cleanse the root. And a sick blink. I mean, Elevate's playing defensively, but that's so well.
A good Fear No Evil from Spreen as well. Sends Mollusk the opposite direction. Bayronari uses his ultimate just to buy a little bit of time, but Half Ghost shuts that one down. As Blugan was in range as well, but he's found a low health Half Ghost right beneath this Fury here, and that's a free kill for him. This one is a 1-for-1 engagement. Nestor uses the banish as well, this time onto Blugan. Mollusk is there just to warn him away from
mitigate loss from Persephone, so the fact that he's not winning the lane is what we would expect. Calling this a perfectly even match wouldn't be an exaggeration.
Probably not an overstatement, but might sway one way or the other. Spreen tosses down the Fear No Evil, but Crimson is there to turn this fight back into their favor. Locked down now is Shia into the passive, but doesn't last very long. Heed, though, has rejoined the fight and found a kill on to Crimson. So it's a 2-for-1 in favor of Bloogy and the Woogys this time. Bayronari just trying to escape Persephone passive, who might have been able to do enough damage to make Bayronari die.
Freya as we have seen historically popping off all day. Whereas on the other side, Bloogy the Woogys in their late game, they have a Persephone, they've got a standard Hunter, and Pele in the late game is relatively decent, but against Elevate's comp, they've got so much to deal with her basic auto attack aggression that it's going to be hard for her to really pop off, so she needs to make her stamp in the early.
Well, she's had to use Blink to get herself away from Heat there, and she is here to try to take away that blue buff. Gamma may have secured the buff, which he does, but he might die, has to use the ultimate, not in time. Spreen finds his second kill of the game, the 4th overall for Elevate.
Completely even game. As continue to be a completely even game, but as we said earlier, Elevate is looking towards that late, whereas Bloogy the Woogys don't do too well that far in the game.
Baronary deleted by the mid lane Harpies. As Erupt Crimson, most of this game has flowed through this Persephone. 2-1 and 2, 4 affected kills out of the 5 total that Bloogy and the Woogys have. The question is now, is one death onto Baronary enough to make Bloogy and the Woogys feel comfortable starting off this Gold Fury? And the answer at the moment is yes. Heat is in range. He does have the Colossal Fury. This sleep says she epic uppercut connects onto the back line. Gold Fury pulled out here. Bloogy and the Woogys, their health bars are low, but they've been able to turn around a good bit of this damage onto Heat. Fear no evil from Spreen is going to send a couple running, so Gold Fury is stalled out. Game, not only here in this game, but in previous sets today. So maybe that's the win condition here for Elevate. What have you made so far? Maybe hold that thought as Moss jumps back in, finds his first kill of the game. Nest4, as soon as I gas him up, gets killed off by Mollusk here in standard fashion. Seems to be happening to us all here today, and unfortunately they won't have their Freya here for what could be a Gold Fury fight. He, thinking about it, uses Colossal Fury, but just gets himself out alive. So now, to be more confident in this Gold Fury is Bloogy and the Woogys, 4 members strong. 5 Shia with the epic uppercut. Gold Fury pulled away off of Shia, down into the passive. He goes. Heat, though, he's rejoined the fight and gets the kill onto Mollusk. Gets a 1-for-1 with Elevate being able to trade out. Baronary very low. Gamma missing the execute onto Baronary, who sidestepped that one. Heat still into the backline, though, has the Thorns up and active right now, and that's enough to keep him alive. Spreen joined the fight. Finally, Baronary goes down, but Spreen has found the second in this one. It's a 2-for-2 as we stand. Aegis used by Crimson as well, but he turns around the damage. Spreen falls, and it ends up being a 2-for-3 to secure that Fury.
I couldn't tell you exactly what stole that objective away, but that is so huge for Elevate, keeping this game completely even. Baronary in a little bit of trouble in mid, gonna lose his life, but 1 for Gold Fury is not too bad.
But it had been a quiet few minutes, honestly, from Spreen, if you want to compare jungler to jungler here. He found first blood and had a quiet few minutes after that. That was a big play there from them. Try and re-engage on that Fury. Crimson caught out here in the mid lane. She epic uppercut onto one underneath that tier 1 tower. Crimson, the passive, is able to finish off the kill onto Baronary as Gamma trying to backpedal his way away from this tier 1. We do stand at a 1-for-1, and Baronary has had a tough game on the Skyrock.
I mean,
that Elevate had just earlier on as a pivot point in this one. Fury respawning in 5 or 6 seconds, despite the likely dictate who's able to grab it. But Mifflin, it took us 5 minutes to finally find an engagement the last time the Fury respawned. These teams looking for the perfect moment, and it might be here as Mollusk jumps his way in there. You trade out jungler for jungler this time. Epic uppercut onto Gamma as Nest4 has to back himself away, uses the ultimate just to poke down a little bit of damage. And now you have Heat.
Nice shot!
Half Ghost finds the final shot, or Baronary rather, onto Half Ghost finds the final one. 3 members of Bloogy and the Woogys left standing all together. Colossal Fury, so much value there from Heat. This could be a massive fight for Elevate passive. Started up from Shia here, and he's just going to be zoned out by Heat. Looks like she is actually going to be able to pop back up from this one, so the Umakarna passive pays
intended. I imagine that Elevate will be the ones trying to aggress onto it and start it up. Yep, I'm seeing that now.
Starting it, and they have plenty of damage, down to half health. Bloogy and the Woogys rotating through. You see Shia away in the back line, zoning out from this fight. Bloogy has bounced his way in there. Fury taken very low. Elevate, they secure this one. Erupt Crimson has tossed his ultimate through, and that helps Gamma find the first kill onto the Freya. Mollusk answering back with the second kill of this fight for Bloogy and the Woogys. He's looking nervous all of a sudden, but he pops that Colossal Fury and doesn't do much. A double kill for Mollusk on that Pele is a big turn from them. Shia just getting that them think twice about starting up this Fire Giant, but Shia is still in range. The potential always there for a steal as Shia might move his way in. Mifflin, there's some support here coming from the rest of Elevate. Epic uppercut connects onto one. Down comes Crimson. Plenty of damage onto that Persephone. Might make him think twice about engaging on this fight. Nice three-man CC there from Shia. The Blugan Ellie flops his way in there. Locked down now is Nest 4, and they're going to move themselves out thanks to Bayroneri.
Simply because of Fear No Evil in the jungle, they don't have any way to really react to it. Outside of their beads, they would have to maybe look for some early aggression onto Nest 4. If Nest 4 plays a little bit further back, in the last couple of engagements, too far up, he gets picked out too early.
It's going to be full strength on the actives moving into this fight as Elevate. They're going to get Bayroneri peeled out, and that's good peel from Spreen as well. Drops the Fear No Evil. Gamma looking for the execute just short onto Nest 4. Finds the kill onto Bayroneri though, and a double kill now for this Achilles. Beats Bloogy and the Woogys in a perfect spot in this fight. Shia into the passive. I don't think he escapes this one this time. A triple kill for Gamma on this Achilles has kept Bloogy and the Woogys in the driver's seat in this mid lane tier 2.
They don't have any peel from their Shia, not enough at least to get everyone out alive since they're all losing these individual fights within the team fight. Bloogy and the Woogys are doing a fantastic job of keeping Elevate from using their comp to the fullest potential. 9-1 on the Achilles. You got to give a lot of that credit to Gamma.
Yeah, he found a small lead early on and has converted that over. Mollusk walks into the Fear No Evil and the uppercut from Shia might be enough to drop him down. Down goes Mollusk. Some good CC onto the rest of the members of Elevate though. Erupt Crimson tosses down the Persephone ultimate back to the back line. Gamma is very low here. He's 9-1-8, but that doesn't make him invincible, and he has to get away. Blugan very low. No Phoenix there to find the damage, but Bayroneri does it all himself. Gamma here now. He, the Colossal Fury, is just going to poke away a little bit of damage. Gamma, he's healthy. He's tanky. Not healthy enough, though. That's the shutdown from Heed. And this is a big turning fight from Elevate. They found themselves a 3 for none.
They need to move back immediately and start going towards this fire giant. If they can pick up Crimson, that's fantastic, but they can't waste too much time worrying about these enemy spawns.
Gonna have the passive on Persephone, and Heed is just gonna try to delay the inevitable here, which is Crimson falling, and you ask for it and you get it here, Mifflin. He's very low there, close from Crimson. But it is Fire Giant started, one member alive, and that is Half Ghost. He is moving over towards this Fire Giant, might get there in time. Half health remaining. Shia has to move himself away. Just the Hunters poking away at the Fire Giant's health bar. Half Ghost thinking about it. Shia in range, maybe peel him off. Fire Giant low. Half Ghost moves in. Half Ghost does not get an epic uppercut. He might even die for his troubles here. Yes, please, says Bayron.
Mollusk has to get the instant kill off the Persephone ultimate with his own ultimate. Afterwards, it's on Blugan maybe to disrupt the fight and turn it around. However, it's going to be very hard as he's going to be diving into this backline.
Elevate looking to engage underneath this Phoenix. Tosses out the ultimate is Crimson. Beautiful Fear No Evil from Spreen. Sends a few running, and that's the disengage they needed here. Mollusk finds the kill, though. Bayroneri turns one around onto the jungler of Bloogy and the Woogys. And now he's got out a double kill, though. He's right back in. He's found a triple kill. Bayroneri found the perfect time to pop off, and this one, Gamma shuts him down. Spreen finds the 4th. What a fight from Bayroneri and the rest of Elevate.
I mean, I am so absolutely impressed by Elevate. Allow Elevate to just take this and try and defend around their points again.
They've at least move themselves in that direction. So it depends if Elevate can find that same consistent engage that they've had before. Shia, he's found the epic uppercut onto Crimson here. Can they follow up with a little bit of damage? Half Ghost taken out of this fight by Spreen. That's a killing spree for the Hoonbats now. One member down from Bloogy and the Woogys. This fight dissipating, but Mollusk, he's been able to jump onto Bayroneri, the triple kill hero in the previous fight. Suddenly Elevate crumbling in this one. Do you have enough damage to turn it around? Nest 4, you had 10k prior to this one, but you have just enough to take down Mollusk, but Gamma returns the favor with a double kill of his own. He's still alive, still swinging away. Nice double stun. Titan under attack for Bloogy and the Woogys. Those fire minions on the left-hand side, it is a 3 screen previously in this game. You have to be careful about where you're engaging and who you're engaging on. You pointed it out, Mifflin. I mean, if that's a 1v1, then Mollusk is at least able to get a kill on the screen. He'll take that any day of the week. Shia moves in, though. Spreen, he has to use his beats to stay alive. The fight is here. Fear No Evil just makes Bloogy and the Woogys think twice about rounding that corner. Half Ghost is down the first kill of this fight onto Shia. They're going to funnel themselves back towards this Fire Giant. Bayroneri, he falls. No ultimate this time. Gamma, he's found the second kill in this fight for Bloogy and the Woogys, and he has to use his ultimate as Gamma chases him down. Another,
Phoenix.
You call it an overextension for Elevate. Left side Phoenix taken down. Good eyes there, Mifflin. Left side Phoenix fall, delayed out. So you're going to lose 3 members here if you're up. Plenty of damage, as the Fear No Evil as well. And I think Bloogy and the Woogys, respecting that, are going to move themselves back, heals up a little bit, but still remains About at that half health mark. You talk about two people who can do a lot of damage. It's Fred, Hoonbot, Spirit of Evil.
Wow.
Sends you back. Spring finds the kill. On to Gamma. Double kill now in this fight. Nest4, he's found the third. They take the Fire Giant as well. What a play. Nest4, Spreen. You find yourself 3 kills. You grab yourself the FG. Elevate. They have absolutely stomped Bloogy and the Woogys out of this Fire Giant attempt. You might even be able to get a kill on the Crimson here. Epic uppercut, Aegis used just prior to that, so it's not going to be here to save a lot of the damage on the back end of it. But Mifflin, what a turnaround. 30 second and some change death timers as Crimson to escape from this one.
If they find a pick, it's game.
Elevate.
That is huge plays. Nest4 has had a hard time this entire match finding his pace, but finally in this 40 minutes into the game, turns it around. Fireman is flooding into the left side. Baronary already there, ready on deck to drop this Titan down. That is most likely game.
I think that's got to be it, Mifflin. Only Blugan left alive. Elevate, they trailed for so much of this game. But effective team fighting. That one wins the day in 39.